Here we have a 2013 GT50 California Special Mustang and a 2003 Mach1. Both are manual cars, bought new. We'll take a look at the California Special first. Some of the things that you get with the California Special is you get the 19-inch black rims. You have striping here. There's striping on the hood, and you have the black air hood intakes. The front end is different. You have a black grille, and the fog lights are down on the bottom. So you have a different front end. Let's see, you get the scoop on the side. You can order the scoop for the GT. You get the larger California Special badge. That's on the outside. Inside there's also some upgrades for the California Special. So the seats are different. You have a suede on the insert part, and you have kind of it's not like engraved, but it's kind of like stamped in there, the GTCS. You get the floor mats that have the GTCS. You get the carbon fiber dash with chrome around the gauges, and I think the doors are somewhat different. I haven't really seen a regular GT, but this is a California Special 50. This is a manual car. I got the 355 rear end on this car. I was kind of debating whether to go with the 355 or the 375, and I went with the 355 because this car over here has the 355 in it, and first gear is almost unusable in this car, and it's really because of the way the car is geared. And we're going to go on a little test drive so you can see that. This car has brand new tires on it, and I still can barely hook it up in first gear. First gear is very short on this car. On the MT82 transmission, you probably wouldn't have a problem going to the 373 rear end on this car. It hooks up very well. This car is really amazing on how well it hooks up with the extra horsepower. I thought I'd be spinning them all the time. This is a 420 horsepower car. It's 5 liter. This car, and that's a 32 valve. This car has the 4.6 liter 32 valve engine, and it was rated at 305 horsepower, but they say it makes closer to the 320 horses. It's very quick, but first gear is almost unusable on this car unless you put maybe some bigger tires on it. Now, I've kept my car completely stock. There's nothing that I've changed on here other than a couple of exterior items. The fender badge I changed. I thought the little running horse on the side looked kind of looked like a V6, so I put a 281 on there, and I didn't like that huge antenna, so I put a short antenna. That's it. The car is completely stock. Everything's stock. Paper air filter. We'll go for a ride. Now, one thing you'll notice about these cars is the Mach1 has a much more of a muscle car kind of rumble to it. The 50 is almost docile sounding in comparison. It's got a lot more power. The power comes on very high on the RPM scale, so it doesn't feel as strong until you really hit it, whereas the Mach1 feels very strong really at the low end. You know it's a muscle car. It feels tough, but it runs out of steam at the top end. The 50 now, it just pulls like a freight train from about 3,500 on up to 7,000. It's just amazing how much power it's got. You'd never know it until you hit it and let it rev. We'll go for a little test drive here.